Hi, I'm Dr. Roberta Shaler, the Relationship Help Doctor, and I'm the creator of Coupleology. So I want to talk today about something that may be plaguing you, and you may think it's not plaguing you. You may think that it's something you have to live up to, and that is the unfortunate idea that there is such a thing as perfection. You may think that there is. Maybe somebody has told you, taught you, insisted that you move toward perfection. Maybe you had a mother or a father who just wouldn't let you ever be good enough. You always could have done better. There was always something that you could have thought of that you didn't think of. You could have got an A when you got a B. All that kind of thing that pushes you to think that there is some struggle that you must engage in order to be perfect. And what we define perfectionism as is striving for flawlessness. And I bet as you hear me say that, you go, well, that's not possible, because you don't hold all those people in your world to the same standard as you hold yourself. So they strive for flawlessness, and they set excessively high performance standards. Is that you? Is it impossible for you to allow yourself to be good enough or to win? And do you do that to your children or to your spouse as well? Because the closer people get to you, the more you want them to have the same standards that you do. It's a really important thing to be thinking about, isn't it? Because you could be passing on this eternal, endless struggle to be perfect. This struggle to be flawless. I remember in my own life that at that time you were supposed to strive for the bandbox look. My mother thought that that was a really good idea. That meant that you never went out of the house looking less than you possibly could, as perfect as possible. And I know that it lingered in my life for a very long time, that I just couldn't ever sort of let the side down. I had to be in absolute display mode at all times, and nobody being able to say, oh, well, you didn't think of this, or you didn't do that, or why are you so lazy you didn't put on your makeup, or the kinds of things my mother would say to me. And you may have had that kind of upbringing. But let me tell you, there's a whole world beyond perfectionism that you're going to enjoy a whole lot more, and you're going to be able to be kinder to yourself and kinder to the people that you meet. And you're going to stop the endless judgment in your head every time you look at yourself, or you look at what it is you're doing or not doing, achieving or not achieving. And you're going to learn to love yourself, to be kind to that person that you love. Perfectionism is really a struggle. And you can let yourself off the hook, and only you can let yourself off the hook. Because you're the one who's now carrying the story of never good enough, never measuring up. And you know what? You deserve love just because you draw breath. Can you say that to yourself? Can you look in the mirror and say, I deserve love just because I'm breathing? It's not a contest, you know. You can relax. You can allow yourself to be human. You can understand that you can't be up and on and perfect every day. In fact, you can't even be up and on every day. You're human. Things vary. Life is complicated, difficult, and complex. It may be even hard sometimes. And that's not your fault. That's just the way it is. It's important for you to release inner judgments of yourself. I know you're your own worst critic if you happen to have any perfectionist genes. You never allow yourself to be good enough. You look in the mirror and you look at your flaws. You don't look at yourself and say, wow, I look great today, or wow, I look friendly today, or this would be a great day to not even bother about how I look, I can just be. Because you are your own greatest critic when you have a perfectionist outlook. And you need to cut yourself some slack. Really, cut yourself some slack. Take a big risk. Go out looking less than wonderful. Relax. Allow yourself to just be. And if you're passing on this perfectionism to your children, stop. Stop now. Know how it turns you inside out sometimes. Know how harsh it feels from the inside out. And don't visit it on your children or your spouse or basically anybody else around you, because they're human too. Can you allow yourself to give up perfectionism? Even a little bit? Because if you can do it a little bit at a time, eventually you'll allow yourself to say, yes, I can strive for doing my best, and each day I will do my best, but perfect is completely off the table. I hope you can do that. I'm Dr. Roberta Shaler, and I hope you'll visit us at coupleology.com.